Hello everybody and welcome to BWTales print number 24. This week is not an artistic print. This week is just a snapshot. It's just a photograph that I took to remember a moment that was very emotional for me and was very nice and that I appreciated a lot. And this is the picture. It was 2005, if I remember correctly, and was my second time in the USA. The first real time I was in USA with American people, and I really was able to appreciate the country. And I was in Wichita Falls, and I was a guest of friends, Dixie Dobbins, she is a photographer, and her family. And when I arrived in my room, I found near the bed, I found on the table this beautiful flower composition with the American flag. And that for me was something that is really great. It's it's a symbol of freedom, it's a symbol of um, a mentality that I really like. But I decided to print this week because a few days ago was the Flag Day. And um, this year, looking at all the news, the thing that I saw on the news was not the celebration of the flag, but was rioters burning the American flags inside the US territory. And that was kind of really impressive, and that's something that pisses me off a lot. Um, that flag is a symbol of freedom, is a symbol of the only political experiment in the world where a country was created not based on some hereditary title or on the ownership of some land or these kind of things, but was created on an idea. It's the only country in the world that is based on an idea. Is an idea of natural rights, an idea of freedom, an idea of opportunities. And to see people burning that flag and screaming that I have privilege because I'm white, or other people is privileged just because they are not like themselves, that's really something that made me want to scream. Is these people burning that flag, they have the greatest privilege that you can have in this world, that is to be born with an American passport. And that's the greatest privilege because it's the only country in the world where you can burn a flag and not get to jail. It's the only country in the world where there's really free speech, where you can express what you think also in a stupid and ugly way, like to burn a flag. But they can do that because they were born there. And there's a lot of people in the world that were born in different places, and they dream is to be able one day to be under the freedom that is guaranteed by that flag, but they cannot. And everybody now is accused to be born with some privilege or things like that, and by people that had the best privilege in the world to be born in the USA. That really is something that pisses me off. And to see people burning this flag and burning a flag because they think there's racism, they think there's something not fair. And I laugh because I look at this flag and I think you are the only place in the world with a white majority that elected a black president, so where is the racism? Uh, you are in the only country that gave an opportunity to every single person to start to work and grow up and create wealth for yourself and for the others. That's the only country. I see people burning that flag because we don't have opportunities. But they realize that in the USA they can open a company with $120 of legal fees and start to work. They can, in other countries like Italy, for example, try to open a company. Probably 5,000 is not enough for just for the documents to open, and you have to think about 10 or 12,000 the first year just to open, just to be able to go out and say, now I want to work. They are living in a country where they can go in a street and say that they do not like the government. This is something that other people in the world cannot do. Under other flags, we cannot go on the street and say what we think openly, because it is a felony. It is a felony against the flag, it is a felony against the government, it is a felony against the constitution, the institution, every time we express something that is not absolutely polite toward them. So this is the thing, and to have these people burning that flag and see the farm burn in the day that is dedicated to commemorate the flag is something that pisses me off. And it pisses me off that to see people that is destroying statues and is destroying every symbol of the American past just because someone during the centuries did something that was a mistake. But they are destroying everything instead to look at the statues and learn from the founding fathers, instead of spending time to read the papers like the Federalist Papers, all these kind of things. They only destroy, and then they destroy because it's the only thing that they are able to do. To read a book, you need to be able to read it to understand. You need to have some intelligence. To destroy things, it's the easiest thing you can do. And the other thing that pisses me off is that it's not that they are doing that. It's that people is getting back. People is not expressing, is not saying that that is wrong. People is, yeah, kind of, okay, we are risking too much, so we can support these people. And it's doing things online. I received so many mails from so many services that expressed their idea to we want to support this movement. And I think really, and I have to continue to use those services or just get away, because I do not think a movement that burns American flags is a movement to support. And I don't think that, because that flag is the only symbol of freedom and hope that is remain basically in all the world, because it's the only place where you can actually burn a flag and not get to jail. It's the only place where you can really express your ideas. But we cannot anymore. If we criticize these ideas, it's you can burn the flag, but you cannot criticize who burns the flags, because in that case you will be censored, and it would be probably considered hate speech on these kind of things. But I look at this picture, and the strange thing is that I had to think about this video, and I had to think, do I want to do it or not? Because I know that with the video in defense of the American flag and in defense of what is represented, and a video that is, yes, against reauthors that burn that flag, that try to destroy what is the freedom that there's in America, I'm risking a lot, because I risk to be censored and I risk to be accused by those people of racism or other things like that. And I never been racist one day of my life, by the way. So this is the things, and so I decided to print this flag, and to print this picture is not an artistic picture, it's a snapshot, but this is to honor the American flag and to honor it during the Flag Day for sure, but every day, every time I think about freedom. So this is all. And sorry, it was really hot in this, but it's something that really gets me inside. It's something that is deep in me. When I see the American flag offended, and I see the ideas of the founding fathers offended, it's really something that for me is too much. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, please put a like. If you didn't, express your opinion freely, and check the original image as usual. Down in the description area there's the link, so you can look the image. Subscribe to the channel, go to my website, and please subscribe to the newsletter if you want to be updated once a week about what I'm doing. Thank you very much. See you next time.